Yo, what is good, Knicks Nation? Welcome back to Knicks Media. This is Richie, and the New York Knicks have lost 2 games straight. They fall to the Indiana Pacers with the final score of 111-98. This is a very disappointing loss for the New York Knicks, and in this video, I want to give you guys my thoughts of what happened in this one, what needs to improve for this Knicks team moving on against the Milwaukee Bucks next time. And yeah, guys, I'm just going to give you guys my thoughts about this Pacers-Knicks game. So before I hop into the video, I just want to mention if you guys are new to Knicks Media, please make sure you smash that subscribe button, and if you want to check me out over on Instagram and Twitter, that is at NYKnicks_media. And if you enjoy the video, please do not forget to thumbs it up. With that being said, let's get right into the video. So this is a very frustrating game right after the open tip. So the Indiana Pacers, they go up 11-0 in the first 2 minutes. Miles Turner turns into Klay Thompson or Steph Curry in this game, hitting a career high like 7 3-pointers. He was 7 of 10 from downtown. It was so frustrating to watch Miles Turner just absolutely torch us from beyond the arc. The Indiana Pacers, they're not a scrub team. I know that their record might think, you might think off the surface like, oh, the Indiana Pacers, they're a bad team. We should beat them. Well, going into this game, I knew this was not going to be easy. This is the first time the Indiana Pacers had their starting 5 healthy all at once with Brogdon, LeVert, Sabonis, and all those guys. And they definitely look like a really good pesky team in the Eastern Conference that I feel like are very underrated. But the truth is, the New York Knicks, they did not show up tonight. Defensively, it's been an absolute disaster for this whole season, to be honest. We're not defending the three-point well at all like we have been last year. We know that the offense has taken a big step this year. The defense has taken a big step back this year. And I feel like Knicks fans expected that going into the year. But now here we are living in it. And now we're sitting at 5-3. The same exact record that we started last year, ironically enough. So what adjustments need to happen in order for the Knicks to really, get back on track and get back on the winning ways is really defend. I feel like the effort on the against the three-point line has been really disappointing. I feel like there's so many opportunities for these opponents to shoot downtown wide open. And, I'm sitting there watching the game, and it feels like the Pacers just didn't miss from 3. But at the same time, they had so many uncontested threes. And you're in the NBA. If you're going to give up wide open threes that often, they're going to cash them in more often than not. Sometimes we get bailed out, but tonight we did not. The Indiana Pacers had a very good game plan, and their shooting was just lights out. It really seemed like they just did not miss, and I feel like there are some games this year that we'll have to expect that, where some teams just come in and be red hot right out of the gate, and that was the Indiana Pacers. They had something to prove on their home court. They're coming off a 3-game losing streak, and now that they're healthy, they're going up against a good New York Knicks team, and they came out there and looked like the better team tonight. I feel like the defense has been the most disappointing part so far this season, and flip to the offense. Tonight, the offense was not that good as well. RJ Barrett led the way once again. RJ Barrett has been looking like the best player on the team for the past couple of games, and it looks like there's no help around him, ironically enough. What the hell's going on with that? Julius Randle continues his struggles. He didn't have a terrible game tonight, but he's not the same Julius Randle that we expect night in and night out. Kemba Walker was non-existent tonight. Evan Fournier as well. The ball movement just was really sticky, and I feel like the Knicks, they're relying a little too much on the three-point game. And yes, we're like first, or I don't know the exact numbers, but we're top 3 in the league in three-pointers made and attempted. Tonight, the three-pointers did not fall. They were low percentage. I don't know the exact stats, but it was really disappointing to see the Knicks' performance from the three-point line tonight. That tells you that when the Knicks cannot shoot the ball from downtown, what's their plan B? And their plan B just simply did not work. They were playing too much ISO ball. The bench did come out there and really give us some good minutes. Derrick Rose, Alec Burks led the way. Obi Toppin had a good stretch. We also got the first game of the season from Nerlens Noel, and he looked very good. So shout out to Nerlens Noel. Good to have you back because we need defense desperately, and he had a couple block shots, which is a really good sign for Nerlens Noel. But overall, man, this offense just looks like they're trying to find their identity, and I feel like that's going to happen in the beginning of the season, and I'm not too worried because I feel like that this year is, the beginning of the year rather, is really more how we can gain a chemistry, because with Kemba Walker, Evan Fournier being the new Knicks here, it takes time for them to really understand how to play with each other, not only offensively but defensively. I know that we started off 5-1, and Knicks fans, including myself, we're on top of the world. We're the first seed. We're expecting to continue that trend. We're not going to lose all these games. We're going to be continuing to win. But the reality is, guys, it's a long 82-game season. There's teams around the league right now that we can agree that are really good teams, such as the Milwaukee Bucks, who are 4-4. But some of these teams in the Eastern Conference that you're expecting to be at the top, they're struggling and trying to find their ways. But I'm here to tell you that the Milwaukee Bucks, they're going to be a really good team at the top of the East at the end of the year. And the Knicks have a big test against them Friday night. And I'm really excited to see that game because I'm excited to see how the Knicks match up well against the defending NBA champions. But what I'm trying to say, guys, is I feel like the beginning of the season is more about Tom Thibodeau learning his rotations, understanding what's working, what's not working, game plan wise, offensively and defensively. You know, there's some individual players that's been struggling, like Emmanuel quickly off the bench. You know, we're not really getting that offensive firepower that we're used to from last year's. Efficiency is really down. Hopefully that can change. But the most important thing so far this season is I feel like the Knicks should finally feature RJ Barrett more as a #1 option. You know, maybe not the entire game, I'm not saying that, but RJ Barrett has definitely improved this season, where I have confidence of handing him the keys, saying, hey RJ, go get us this dub. Let's have the ball in your hands, create for others, create your own shot, because RJ Barrett in the last couple of games has been averaging well over, I think, 25 points per game, and his shot charts are ridiculous. The field goal percentage, the free throw percentage, the three-point percentage is through the roof. RJ Barrett is making that big step in year #3, and I want that to continue. I want him to continue to shoot the ball. He finally was able to shoot more than like 12 times tonight. He shot 20 shots, and he finished with 23 points, but I feel like that's a very good sign. Even though that we lost back-to-back games, RJ Barrett is taking a big step in year #3, and I'm taking that as a big positive, because if RJ Barrett can establish himself as somebody that can put up 20-plus points any given night, continue his really good defense, develop his playmaking, and continue to crash the boards, RJ Barrett is going to be a very good player for this Knicks team, not only this year, but for the foreseeable future. And that should give Knicks fans that should get Knicks fans very happy about the future for RJ Barrett and this team. I know that we're not happy right now. We're coming off back-to-back terrible losses, but I just wanted to bring that up because the resurgence of RJ Barrett in year #3 is a big deal. And if he can continue this trend and he can be the guy that Julius Randle doesn't have to feel like I have to do everything, and he can rely on RJ to take over, that's a very good thing. Tonight is simply just one of those games where we did not, show enough effort. The same thing against the Toronto Raptors. I feel like we got outworked, and tonight we were playing from behind the entire time. I mean, being down 11-0 in the first couple minutes of the game, and we have to play from behind for the rest of the way, it's hard. We kept fighting back. We cut the lead to 5, and then we get down by 12. We cut the lead to 4, and then we lose the lead again. We cut the lead to 2, and then we get, it was just one of those games where in the second quarter, I said to myself, I'm like, I don't have confidence in the Knicks pulling out this win. The Indiana Pacers look like they're red hot from downtown. They're feeling it. They're in rhythm. It's going to be hard to stop them. And the Knicks, every time it seems like we get some type of rhythm, the Pacers go on a big, big run. And if we want to go over the individual performances real quick, the big disappointment tonight is Kemba Walker. 4 points, 2 of 11 shooting, 0 of 5 from downtown. Kemba Walker has been red hot to start the season. Tonight was definitely his worst performance of the Knicks, of his Knicks career. And if you ever starting point guard shooting 2 of 11 from the field, I don't really have any confidence of us winning that game. Evan Fournier, he had another not really that good performance, but it wasn't that terrible. 14 points, 5 of 12 from the field. Julius Randle, he had 18 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 6 of 16 from the field. And then RJ Barrett, he led the way with 23, 5 and 3, 8 of 20 from the field. And Mitchell Robinson did his thing as well. But man, and then off the bench, D Rose 13 points, Alec Burks 10 points, Obi Toppin 7. Nerlens Noel had really good minutes, only 17 minutes of action, but it's good to see him back out there. And then Emmanuel quickly was 2 of 5 with only 4 points. So yeah, that's really the quick breakdown of the individual performances, and I'm not going to break down each individual guy because there wasn't really a lot to talk about outside of RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett continues to be able to finish through contact at the rim. He's pulling up from mid-range, contested jump shots. He is tightening up his dribble. He can take you off the dribble. He can finish through contact at official level. But this Knicks team has a lot to work on. They need to make sure they can form an identity because it feels like this Knicks team is relying on the three-point shot a little too much. And when those shots are not falling, what's plan B? And tonight, it seemed like they did not have a good plan B. So leave a comment down below your thoughts about this game, guys. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say. Obviously, the Knicks losing back-to-back games is not ideal, but I do want to hear your thoughts, and I do appreciate all the support here in Knicks media. Even when the Knicks are losing, I'll be posting videos no matter what. I appreciate all the support here, guys. Smash that like button if you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.